AC. Actually, this problem is given in NCERT also, I think. So just a basic problem using only ratio. See, in geometry, you know the centroid, you know the midpoint or section formula, right? All the geometrical rules, whatever you have, you can apply into vectors also. For example, if you want to find out midpoint of a vector represented by 2 points b bar c bar, then b bar plus c bar by 2, that gives the midpoint. And let us suppose in triangle ABC, the vertices A comma B comma C are represented by A bar, B bar, C bar. Then the centroid of the triangle is A bar plus B bar plus C bar by 3. So like this, you can use the geometrical rules also. Section formula you can use. Right, see now. The triangle ABC, here we have a triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AD is the median. AD is the median of a triangle ABC bisected at E. So it is bisected at E. Then BE meets AC in F. So if I say this is A, B and C, BE meets AC in F. Then what is AF? This portion. East AC, this portion. That we have to find out. Now, the important thing in vectors is a reference point. A reference point. With what point taking as a reference you want to describe the vectors? See here in this problem, I want to take A as a reference point. Okay, I want to take A as a reference point. Then what happens here? I will suppose AB as B bar, AB vector as B bar. Okay, you can write arrow marks like this if you want, but I simply write bars, AB bar and B bar. And AC bar, let us call as C bar. And what is the AD will become now? AD means position vector of D. You know, with reference point is A here, like we write OA, OB, OC like that. AD is what? Midpoint of what? BC. So you can write B bar plus C bar by 2, midpoint. And you know D now. I want now AE, position vector of E, that is AE. AE is what? Is the midpoint of AD. Midpoint of AD, AE is. So what is that? What is that? AD by 2. But AD is B bar plus C bar by 2. So B bar plus C bar by 4. So we got now all the position vectors almost. Now F we don't know. Let us suppose the position vector of F is F bar something. You can write AF directly if you want. Now we know B, we know D, we know C, we know E, and A means 0 bar only. Position vector of A means what? AA bar. AA bar is 0 bar. Okay. Now F, let us suppose AF. Now what I suppose here? What I suppose here? BF is divided by E in the ratio say mu is to 1. E divides BF in the ratio mu is to 1. So mu is to 1 if I suppose. So I'll tell you one thing, the way of writing, the style of my writing whenever you use ratio. See what the formula whenever A is x1 comma, try to understand the way I am writing now. B is x2 comma y2 if you have. So here we have A and here we have B and there is a point P. Divides in the ratio m is to n. What I will write? P is equals to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Can you see here? B is x2 comma y2, A is x1 comma y1. Right, m is to n is the ratio, direction is AB, ratio is mn, m is to n. Then what you are doing here, you know, m you are multiplying with the second number, n you are multiplying with the first number, by you are adding m plus n. So if I say AB, m is to n, m is multiplied with the components of B, mb, then it is multiplied with the components of A, NA, then in the denominator m plus n. This is same as this only, mx2 plus nx1 by my2 plus, you can see that if you write m, b is what? x2 comma y2 plus, if you have any confusion you can ask me, because we usually write a little bit fast with this method, so you should know this. So multiply with m now, mx2 comma my2, sorry, my2, then plus what here? nx1 comma ny1 by m plus n. So what is this? If you add component wise, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n and my2 plus ny1 by same thing, right? So the way of writing the ratio section formula, I always use this method. Just I will write the line and I will write the ratio, just I'll multiply like this. Internally m plus n denominator, externally we use minus, you know that. So mb minus na by m minus n if it is externally. Right, so same procedure I am going to follow now. Bf is divided by E in the ratio mu is to 1. So what I'll write 1 into B plus mu into F. 1 into B means AB. Position vectors you have to write mu into AF divided by what? Mu plus 1, which should be equals to AE. Now what is AE? We have B bar plus C bar by 4, which is equals to AB is what? B bar plus mu into AF bar, we don't know, let it be, by what you have? Mu plus 1. So this implies mu AF bar is equals to mu plus 1 by 4, mu plus 1 taking this side by 4 into B bar plus C bar, right? This is mu AF plus B bar. Let it be as it is. This is the one condition I got. Now after this what I will do, I'll use another ratio which is required actually, which is required in the problem. What is that? Suppose F divides AC in the ratio lambda is to 1. Now you tell me what is that? AF you will get, yes or no? AF, position vector of F, is what? 1 into A. 1 into A means what? Position vector of A bar 0. So leave it. Lambda into C bar means AC bar by lambda plus 1. Okay. So what is that? Lambda plus 1 into AF bar. Lambda plus 1 into AF bar, which is equals to lambda into AC bar. Now you can copy those values what we got here and you can compare, you will get it. Lambda plus 1 is AF bar. From this what is AF bar now? What is AF bar from this now? Or otherwise, can you copy AF bar directly in the box? You plug this into box. This one you plug here. So what you get? B bar plus mu into AF bar is mu lambda by lambda plus 1 into AC. Almost the problem is finished here. What is AC now? What is AC now? C bar, which is equals to what you have here? Mu plus 1 by 4 into B bar plus C bar. Now they are non-collinear vectors. You know, B bar and C bar are non-collinear vectors. You can compare them directly. So B bar coefficient mu plus 1 by 4. Left hand side is 1. So mu is equal to how much got? 4 minus 1, 3. You got mu is equals to 3. Correct. Now C bar coefficient mu plus 1 by 4, which is equals to mu lambda by lambda plus 1. But mu is 3 here. So 3 plus 1, 4 by 4, 1. So lambda plus 1 is equal to mu value is 3. 3 lambda. So 3 lambda minus lambda, 2 lambda is equals to 1. So you got lambda value 1 by 2. So the ratio you got here, lambda is to 1, means 1 by 2 is to 1, means 1 is to 2. What is the ratio here? 1 is to 2. Can you tell me? F divides AC. So AF is to FC, you got 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2. But we want AF is to AC. AF is 1 unit. Is to AC is 3 units. So 1 is to 3 is the answer. B option. So here geometric practice, right? Section formula, how we will use in vectors. So here we have some practice. Right, next you see this one. A bar and C bar are unity vectors and mod B bar is 4. The angle between A bar C bar is given to you cos inverse of 1 by 4. And if B bar minus 2 C bar is equals to lambda A bar, then what is the value of lambda you have to find out. Now first of all, what is given we'll write. A bar C bar are unit vectors, means mod A bar is 1 and mod C bar is 1. A bar and C bar are unit vectors, therefore mod A bar is 1 and mod C bar is 1. Then once again given that mod B bar is 4. The angle between A bar C bar, if I say theta, it is given that cos theta is equals to 1 by 4. And B bar minus 2C bar is equals to lambda A bar. Now, we have to find out what is the lambda value using this the relation B bar minus 2C bar is equal to lambda A bar. Now, you see here, what we know, information you see here, what is the information you know? Angle between A bar, C bar you know, mod A bar you know, mod C bar also you know. So, with this what you can find? What you can find? Simply A bar dot C bar. You can find A bar dot C bar. So what I do here, minus 2 C bar I'll bring to this side, so that what I get, lambda A bar plus 2 C bar is equals to B bar I will get. right? Now whenever you want to use this data, mod a bar is 1, mod c bar is 1, and the cos of angle between them is theta. If you want to use this, you will get a bar dot c bar. This we can find. Now how you use a bar dot c bar? How you get that a bar dot c bar here? So if you square on both sides, that can be obtained. So lambda a bar plus 2c bar, because of a bar plus b bar whole square. Whenever you do square of sum of two vectors, what you get? Mod a bar square plus mod b bar square plus 2ab. Generally we say 2ab. 2ab means multiplication of ab, but here multiplication of a bar b bar. So not ab. We write 2 a bar dot b bar. Yes or no? That is nothing but mod a bar square plus mod b bar square plus 2 a bar dot b bar means mod a bar mod b bar cos of angle between them. So all the data given about AC you can use here. So whole square is equals to mod b bar whole square. Vector square, mod vector square is same, just now I told you. So b bar square is same as mod b bar square. Now you tell me, after expansion, lambda square mod a bar square plus 4 mod c bar square plus 2 to the 4 lambda a bar dot c bar, which is mod a bar mod c bar cos of angle between them, is equal to mod b bar is let it be, I will substitute all together. Mod a is 1, remove. Mod c is 1, remove, substitute. And mod a bar 1, mod c bar 1, remove them. Cos theta 1 by 4, yes, you have 1 by 4, 4, 4 cancel. And mod b bar is 4, so 4 square is 16. Now what do you get here? Lambda square plus this is 4 plus this is only lambda, because of 4, 1 by 4 cancel. Mod a bar is 1, mod c bar is 1, and this is 16. So if you write as a quadratic equation, lambda square plus lambda minus 12 is equals to 0. If you factorize lambda square, 6, 4, 3. So 4 lambda minus 3 lambda minus 12 is equals to 0. So you get lambda values, 3 possible values. One is 3, the other is minus 4. So lambda is equals to 3 comma minus 4. First option. Okay, so according to the data, the procedure you have to search for, right here you see. In a triangle ABC, angle A is equals to 30 degrees. H is the orthocenter. D is the midpoint of BC. Segment HD is produced to T such that HD is equals to DT. What is the length of AT? So in a triangle ABC, okay, in a triangle ABC, what is that? Angle A is 30. Angle A is 30 is not looking like 30, so we'll take angle A 30. So something like this. Angle A is 30. Suppose here we have ABC triangle. Then what he says? Angle 30. Okay. H is the orthocenter. H is the orthocenter means it lies on the altitude. So somewhere here we have H is the orthocenter. Let us suppose there we have orthocenter. And the midpoint of BC is D. Let us suppose here we have D. It's not looking like a midpoint. Suppose that D, because of it should not coincide now. HD. HD is produced T such that HD is equals to DT. So HD is produced such that HD is equal to DT. Now what we want to find out here, what is the AT value? AT, distance between A and T, should be equals to double of BC, triple of BC, 4/3 of BC, none of this. Now you see here, this is a little bit difficult only, so to guess the logic also it's difficult. What do we use here? We are going to use little bit, because the angle is mentioned here. Angle A is 30 degrees. And the question is about the results in terms of BC now. The results are in terms of BC. So whenever the results are in terms of BC, if you go with the properties of triangles, if I say BC small a, that is a BC only. What is the formula for that? Whenever opposite angle is known to you, is there any connection? BC is equals, there is a formula, A is equal to 2R sin A. There is a connection we have with the circumradius. So BC is equals to 2R into sin A means sin 30 degrees 1 by 2, which is equals to R. So with the information what you have, if I go to properties of triangle, I am getting the result BC is equals to R. So if I want to use this, the AT value should be, if I say first option, it should be 2R. If I say second option, it should be 3r. If I say the third option, it should be 4 by 3r. Do you understand? So therefore, we will try to find AT in terms of capital R now. So to use this, let us suppose somewhere I have the circumcenter O. Okay. Now you tell me, if I know circumcenter orthocenter, I can use now centroid also. So now I will write the vectors using reference point O. I am going to use the reference point O. So let call OA is A bar, or no need to write. Let us suppose OA, OB, OC. Now what is the centroid? What is the centroid now? Can you tell me OG centroid? Can you tell me OG formula? OA plus OB plus OC by 3. That is 3 OG is equals to OA plus OB plus OC. Now one more thing. What is OD? Can you tell me what is OD? It's a midpoint of BC. So therefore OB plus OC by 2. So from this I can write OA plus OB plus OC is 2 OD. Now if I use, the centroid divides the line joining the orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Now you see here. Just one more time I'll write G HO 2:1. Now I'll use my style. Just now I told you 2 into OH. Sorry, 1 into OH, 2 into OO. Reference point is O. Keep in mind, if you want to write H vector, OH. If you write O vector, OO. OO means 0 vector only. So you'll get 1 H means 1 OH plus 2 OO, 0 by 2 plus 1, which is 3, which is equals to G. So what you got here? 3 OG is equals to OH. So here you see 3 OG is equals to OH. So I can write here OH. So OH is equals to, right, directly I'll write not only this one. OH is equal to OA plus OB plus OC now. Let it be. OH I got the vector of orthocenter. Position vector of orthocenter. OH is same as OA plus OB plus OC in this case. Next what? We got OH. We want AT. What is AT actually? AT is OT minus OA. So we don't know OT yet. So we'll find first OT. We have to try to find OT. Now D is the midpoint of TH. Can we use that? D is the midpoint of TH. And what is D? D is the midpoint of TH means OD is equals to OH plus OT by 2. But OB is what? OD is what? OB plus OC by 2, which is equal to OH plus OT by 2. But OH is OA plus OB plus OC. So OB plus OC is cancelled. So you get OT is equals to minus, OT is equals to, you get, yes, minus OA. Now AT is equals to OT minus OA. Now OT is minus OA, again minus OA, which is minus 2 OA. So therefore, distance between AT means the magnitude of the vector AT bar, which is nothing but magnitude of 2 mod OA bar. Now what is OA bar? The distance between the circumcenter and the vertex is capital R. So this is equal to 2 into capital R. But what is the capital R? It is BC. So therefore this is 2BC. So 8 is equals to 2BC. Check that solution once. See step by step. First angle is given to you, angle A 30 degrees, and in terms of BC, the options I am seeing. So got a relation between that BC and angle A with the circumradius. Whenever I introduced a circumradius, so I used a circumcenter also. With that relation, I got OH, and I compared that OH. I used here the data. D is the midpoint of HT, from which I got OT. After getting OT, I got AT, and I got the length of AT using again in terms of circumradius, which is twice of capital R, twice of BC. So here in a parallelogram ABCD, modulus of AB, length of vector AB is A, AD is B, AC is C, then the value of DB dot AB in terms of ABC. The option is in terms of ABC now. We have to find out DB dot AB. So say a parallelogram is here, A, B and C. And AB vector I will suppose as A bar and its length is A, right? Its length is A. AD vector I will suppose as B and its length is B. AC vector I will suppose this as C bar, whereas its length is C. Its length is C. Now simply we want DB dot AB. What is DB now? Where is DB now? DB, ABCD. So here we have DB. So here what is the reference point we are going to use? Clearly it is there in the problem. AB, AD, AC. Position vector of B, AB. Position vector of D is AD. Position vector of C is AC. Therefore, reference point is A. So what is the DB will become now? What is DB will become now? DB is AB minus AD. Position vector of B minus position vector of D. So AB minus AD. Do you know AB here? Yes, A bar minus. Do you know AD here? Yes, we have B bar. So DB vector is A bar minus B bar. Obviously, it is known to us. It's other diagonal. One diagonal is A bar plus B bar. The other diagonal is A bar minus B bar. Right. We got DB. Next, what is AB? What is AB bar? AB bar is itself A bar. Now we want DB bar dot AB bar, which is A bar minus B bar dot A bar. So A bar dot A bar. What is A bar dot A bar? I told you just now. Seems to be very simple thing. Length of A bar whole square, which is A square. So I'll write A square. Minus we have A bar dot B bar. Now this A bar dot B bar you have to express using only lengths. Using only lengths. Now only lengths means you can write A square. A bar dot B bar general formula is what? Mod A bar mod B bar cos theta. Now this is A square minus mod A bar is A, mod B bar is B cos theta. Now the problem is cos theta. What is cos theta? Angle between A bar and B bar. So here we have angle between A bar B bar is theta. But we want cos theta in terms of ABC. In terms of ABC. Now in a parallelogram, if length is this length is B, this length is also B. If you see this triangle, you know this length C, you know this length A, you know this length B, all the lengths of the sides you know. Then what? Cosine rule. Cosine rule. If it is theta, this is what? Pi minus theta. So what is the cosine rule says? Cos of pi minus theta is equals to sum of the squares of the other sides, not opposite to that, A square plus B square, then minus opposite side square divided by 2 into AB. But cos of pi minus theta is minus cos theta. So if I take minus common, so I get C square minus A square minus B square by 2AB. Now you can copy here. So that is equals to A square minus AB into C square minus A square minus B square divided by 2AB. So AB cut, you can take 2 LCM. So you get here 2A square, then you get minus C square, then you get plus A square, then you get plus B square. So 2A square plus A square, 3A square, then we have plus B square, then we have minus C square by 2. So this is DB bar dot AB bar. DB bar dot AB bar is equal to 3A square plus B square minus C square by 2. So geometry related concepts more in the vectors, and 3D geometry also will be included. 3D geometry and vectors are one and the same. You can see the questions related to geometry board. Now see this one. The vectors of magnitude root 51. The vectors of magnitude root 51 making equal angles with this 3 vector. A bar is given, B bar is given, and C bar is given.
Once again, last slide. Okay, sir.
No, the vector of magnitude root 51 we have to find out. Making equal angles with A bar, B bar, C bar. Now can you see bar is how simple it is. C bar is J only. What is it? It is a unity vector. C bar is a unity vector. What a B bar? What would be bar? Can you see the numbers? See, once you see the numbers, when you are very well practiced with the vectors, very well touched with the vectors, by seeing itself you can understand all the three vectors are unity vectors. Because you can see the number 4, 3. Do you see the number 4, 3? 3, 4 or 4, 3. What are the numbers? Root of 4 square plus 3 square is 25. 5. This length is 5 by 5 means 1. And you can see here 1 plus 4 plus 4 which is root 9, which is also 3 by 3, 1. So this is a unity vector. Mod A bar is 1. Mod B bar is also 1. And mod C bar is also 1. Now you have to find out a vector whose length is root 51, but it makes equal angles with A bar, B bar, also with C bar it makes equal angles. So say if I say angle between, say the unknown vector, let us suppose the unknown vector is R bar. Okay, let us suppose the unknown vector is R bar. Then R bar makes equal angles with A bar, B bar, C bar means what? What is the meaning of this? What is the cos theta formula? Angle between R bar, A bar. R bar dot A bar by mod R bar, mod A bar. So if I find angle between R bar, A bar, I must have this value. But if I find angle between R bar and B bar, I must have this value. If I find angle between R bar and C bar, I must have this value. Right? He says that angles are equal. So think about the angles. Cos theta. Cos theta. If you suppose R bar is an unknown vector, then all these are equal. But in this mod C bar is 1, you can remove. Mod B bar is 1, you can remove. And mod A bar is also 1, you can remove. And after that you can remove mod R bar also, you can cancel that. Whose length is not 0, clearly mentioned in the problem that length is root 51. So length is not 0, you can cancel that. So you got at the end R bar dot A bar, you got at the end the final result after this discussion we got R bar dot A bar is equal to R bar dot B bar is equal to R bar dot C bar. Now how will you use this condition to know that vector? How we will use this vector to know that vector? So one thing you can do, if you don't know any method, you go for verification if you want. You take R bar is the first option, do dot product with A, the result you see, do dot product with B, the result you see. If they are equal, go for dot C, the result you see. If R bar dot A and R bar dot B and R bar dot C is same with the first option, that will be correct. Otherwise, go for second, go for third. So if you don't want to do that, then how you will find? So it takes some time now. For example, we will suppose here R bar is something, say xi plus yj plus zk. Let us suppose this R bar equal to xi plus yj plus zk. It is given that mod R bar is equal to root 51. What is the meaning of this? Mod R bar means root of x square plus y square plus z square should be root 51. So if I remove that root, you get this one. You have to try to find now x value, y value, z value. You have to find now here x value, y value, z value. You got one condition, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 51. Now what is R bar dot A? Let's see what is R bar dot A. X minus 2y plus 2z by 3. This is R bar dot A. Should be equal to R bar dot B. What is that? Minus 4i means minus 4x minus 3z. I hope you can understand this dot products I'm not explaining. Okay, which is equal to R bar dot C bar, which is only y. Right? So if you equate these two and utilize them here. For example, x minus 2y plus 2z is equals to 3y, and one more is minus 4x minus 3z is equals to 5y. Correct? So this one x minus 5y plus 2z is equals to 0. From this, plus 4x plus 5y plus 3z is equals to 0. Now we'll get some relation here. Plus 5y minus 5y cancel. 5x plus 2z plus 3z plus 5z is equals to 0. So means x is equals to minus z. If you put x is equals to minus z here, minus 4x, z is equal to minus x, so it will become plus 3x, which is equals to 5y. So 3x minus 4x is minus x is equals to 5y. So x is equals to 5y. So z is equals to minus x, and from this y is equal to minus x by 5. Here x square plus y square plus z square which is equals to 51. So 25 LCM, 25, 25, 50 and 51. So 51 x square by 25 is equals to 51. So 51, 51 cancel. X square is equal to 25. Therefore, you get x is equal to plus or minus 5. Then you can get y, then you can get z, then you can get r bar also. Okay. After getting r bar, what you have to do? This is not your final answer. You have to find unit vector r bar by mod r bar. Yes, you will get final only because already we took mod r bar is equal to 51 condition also. So that you can do. This is the way if you want to find out the vector on a proper method. Otherwise, if you go for verification, you can close it little early. Right. The value of c, so that for all real x, the vectors, two vectors given to make an obtuse angle. Now you see here, what is the a bar dot b bar formula? Mod a bar, mod b bar, angle between them cos theta. Now suppose theta is acute, then cos theta will be positive. So a bar dot b bar results in a positive value. Suppose it is obtuse, means second quadrant, cos theta is negative. Mod a bar, mod b bar into negative value. So a bar dot b bar is negative. So angle between two vectors is acute, means a bar dot b bar must be positive. Angle between two vectors is obtuse, means a bar dot b bar is negative. So with these two conditions, okay. Angle between two vectors is acute, dot product is positive, dot product is negative, angle between them is obtuse. Now here we have two vectors, angle between them is obtuse he told, so therefore their dot product must be negative. So that is cxi minus 6j plus 3k dot with xi plus 2j plus 2cxk should be negative. Dot product is negative because we told that the angle between them is obtuse. So now dot product is what? Cx into x, cx square, cx into x, cx square minus 6 into plus 2 minus 12 and plus 3 into 2cx, 3 2 is 6, cx should be negative. Can you see here? It's a quadratic equation in x. It is a quadratic equation in x, but it should be negative for all x. It should be negative for all x. I'm not saying for all x. I'm not saying. It should be true for all real x. So can you tell me, when a quadratic expression is totally negative, a quadratic expression values are totally negative, means the graph of this must lie below x-axis. The graph of that must lie below x-axis. See, you cannot draw like this below x-axis, means it's foolish, right? It goes up again. So it will become positive once again. So it should not be like this. Means what is the meaning of that? It should be parabola open downward. So it should be parabola open downward, means coefficient of x square must be negative. The first point, c should be negative. And it should not have any root, means any real root. So roots are complex or imaginary, means discriminant is negative. Discriminant b square 36c square minus 4 into a into minus 12 should be negative. So if I take 12c common, 12 3 is a 36 plus 12c I go plus 4 is negative. This product is negative, but this is already negative. The product is negative, but it is already negative 12c. So therefore this should be positive. So 3c plus 4 should be positive, means c should be greater than minus 4 by 3. Means minus 4 by 3 is less than c, but c is less than 0. So minus 4 by 3 less than c is less than 0, which is c option. Okay. So what is the condition? Keep in mind, a bar dot b bar is positive. Angle between a bar comma b bar is acute. Right? If a bar dot b bar is negative, then angle between a bar b bar is what? Obtuse. Now here, a bar comma b bar and c bar are three unit vectors. A bar comma b bar comma c bar are three unit vector, means mod a bar is equals to mod b bar is equals to mod c bar is equals to 1. A bar plus b bar plus c bar is also unit vector, means modulus of a bar plus b bar plus c bar is equals to 1. And theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 angles between AB, BC and AC. So angle between AB is theta 1, angle between BC is theta 2, angle between AC is theta 3. Then among theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, all are acute angles, all are right angles, at least one is obtuse angle, none of this. So we are not going to do theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 one by one. If you do one by one, what is the use? For example, A bar dot B bar. A bar dot B bar is what? A bar dot B bar is equal to mod A mod B cos of angle between them. Mod A is 1, mod B is 1, cos of angle between them cos theta 1. So you get A bar dot B bar is cos theta 1. But you don't have any information in that. So what the information we use here is modulus of A bar plus B bar plus C bar is equals to 1. Now if you square on both sides, what is the formula you will get? Mod A bar square plus mod B bar square plus mod C bar square plus 2 A bar dot B bar, that is A bar dot B bar means 2 mod A bar mod B bar cos of angle between them, 2 B bar C bar means dot 2 mod B bar mod C bar cos of angle between them plus 2 mod C bar mod A bar cos of angle between them should be equals to 1. Now if you substitute that mod A value 1, mod B value 1, mod C value 1, if you substitute that, you get here 3 plus, if you can take 2 common now, this is 1, this is 1, so you get inside cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3, which is equals to 1. From this, if you find cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3, which is equals to 1 minus 3 minus 2 by 2, which is minus 1. Now sum of the three numbers is minus 1. If all are positive, what happens? If all are positive, what happens? You will get a positive value. If 2 are positive, 1 is 0, you will get positive value. If 1 is positive or zeros, then you will get positive. But we don't have the result positive here. We have negative. Means at least one of them must be negative. At least one of them, either cos theta 1 or cos theta 2, or must be negative. So at least one of them is negative means at least one of them is obtuse angle. So at least one is obtuse angle. We don't have any guarantee about 2 or 3, but we have a guarantee that at least one of that is an obtuse angle. So that's here. See, at least one is obtuse angle. What about this? If x bar and y bar are two non-collinear vectors on triangle ABC with sides lengths a comma b comma c satisfying this condition. Once check here. 20a minus 15b. You see 20a minus 15b into x bar vector plus 15b minus 12c of y bar vector plus 12c minus 20a of 20a of another vector is x bar cross y bar, which is 0 bar. Can you see in our discussion today, this is what? Can you identify what is this? This is a scalar, this is a vector, this is a scalar, this is a vector, this is a scalar, this is a vector. So it is a linear combination of three vectors. It is linear combination of three vectors, namely x bar, y bar and x bar cross y bar, results in 0 bar. What is the meaning of this? Linear combination of three vectors results in 0 bar. And what about the scalars? Now you have to think about the scalars, because you are asking question about the triangle. So triangle lengths, if you know properly the relation between them, you can decide whether it is acute or obtuse or right angular isosceles. Now tell me, what is the significance about these three vectors? Just now I told you that a bar cross b bar is what? Is mod a bar mod b bar sin theta into n cap. But what is n cap? N cap is perpendicular to a bar, perpendicular to b bar, perpendicular to both, which is nothing but a bar cross b bar direction. So therefore a bar cross b bar, the vector what you have is perpendicular to a bar cross b bar is perpendicular to b bar, it is perpendicular to both a bar and b bar. It is perpendicular to both a bar and b bar. So if you have a bar somewhere here, b bar somewhere here, in the plane of a bar b bar, if you drop a perpendicular to that, that will be a bar cross b bar. Can you see? They are non-coplanar. Yes sir, do you feel? Can you imagine that? They cannot fit in a plane. They cannot fit in a plane because of this is coming outward from the plane in which we have a bar b bar. So therefore a bar b bar, a bar cross b bar are always independent because they are non-coplanar. So therefore this x bar cross y bar are independent vectors. Whenever you have a bar b bar c bar are independent vectors, just now I told you x a bar plus y b bar plus z c bar is equals to 0 bar, and a bar b bar c bar are independent vectors. These three scalars must be 0. So therefore 20a should be equals to 15b, and 15b should be equals to 12c, and 12c should be equals to 20a. Means 20a is equal to 15b is equals to 12c. So from this now you can get the relation what you want. If it is acute angle triangle, or if you suppose something say k, then you get a is equals to k by 20, b is equal to k by 15, and c is equal to k by 12. Okay, it is a right angle triangle, isosceles triangle. It's not going to be isosceles triangle, it is clear that. Now once you check, sum of the squares is equal to the third square, or every time sum of the squares is less than the third side, acute angle. If at least one of the sum of the squares is more than the third square, then it is obtuse angle, so that you can verify yourself, right? So this is we got a value, b value, c value in terms of k.